Hello everyone, welcome back to another IT HBL lesson. This is going to be our last IT HBL lesson for the year, okay? And today we're going to do a very exciting project called Space Wars. So let's take a look at our schedule first. Okay, so in this video, we are actually doing a group learning. We're going to learn about Space Wars together. We're going to watch a gameplay of it, and then I will explain a bit of the important game features and code involved. Okay, once done, on your own, I need you to watch the teacher's demonstration video on eCampus, and then you will need to go to Scratch, finish your Space Wars project, and then go back to eCampus and do your self-checklist. Okay? Once done, that will be the end of IT HBL lesson for today. All right? Okay, great. Now let's learn about Space Wars. We're going to start with a video, so let's understand how it works through this video first. So that is how Space Wars works. Pretty exciting, simple game that we're going to do. Okay. So as you've guessed it, Space Wars is a very simple shooting style game. Okay, and we're going to use a lot of keyboard keys to control our movements in this game. Okay, so we're going to use the keyboard keys to control the movement of the player sprite and the shooting as well. And in this game, we're going to have a lot of touch sensitive actions. So what happens is if the sprites touch each other, something is going to happen. Okay, let me explain more about this in the next slide. Okay. Now today I'm going to give you a template for this project. So everyone, when you sign into Scratch using our class account, you will see that Miss Claire has created a template for you with your name and the Space Wars title. Okay, so inside the template, you will see that Miss Claire has added a lot of stars backdrop for your stage. And I've given you 4 sprites: the player, the enemy, and the 2 player and enemy bullets. Okay, now let's take a look at the important features of this game. First things first, we're going to have player control. So today you get to control your player sprite, which is the rocket, using the left and the right keys on your keyboard. Okay, so the coding for this is actually this. When green flag click, set size to 50%, set Y to -100. This is just setting and getting the rocket ready. If key right arrow press, then change X by 10. This means going to the right. If key left arrow press, change X by -10. This is the code for going to the left. Okay, so with this in, you will be able to control your rocket sprite. Okay, moving on. What else is so exciting about today's project? We're going to have bullets shooting, and we're going to control the player shooting bullets using our spacebar key on the keyboard. Okay, so the coding for this is this. When green flag click, set size to 15%. This is actually under the bullet. Forever, if the space key is pressed, then the bullet is going to create a clone of itself, start the sound pew, and then it's going to wait a short while before it happens again. Okay? Now, this is just to activate the bullet. Let's learn a bit about the bullet movement. So the next part of the code, when the bullet starts as a clone, it will go to the player, it will show itself, it will forever change Y by 10. This means that bullet will start from player and it will continue to move upwards towards the enemy, okay, or the top of the screen. Now, next part of the code. If touching edge, then delete clone. If touching enemy, then change enemy health by -1, delete this clone. So this means if your bullet from the enemy, if your bullet from the player hits the edge of the game, it should delete and disappear. But if the bullet touches the enemy will -1 health before the bullet disappears. Okay, so everyone, this is how the codes work together to get something to work. All right, now moving on from the player and the player bullet, we have the enemy. Okay, so we're going to make our enemy moving automatic today. It's going to move left and right automatically, and it's also going to shoot bullets automatically. So this is the coding that will be involved. So for the enemy sprite, we're going to say when green flag click, forever glide to X random Y a fixed number. So this means we're going to fix the enemy on top and we're going to let the game choose a random left and right position all the time. Okay, so the enemy will move automatically left and right. All right, now for the shooting, this is the code for the bullets. Okay, enemy bullet, forever wait random time, then it will clone itself and start a sound zoom. Okay, so this is the code that makes the bullet come out randomly. All right, the bullet will be shot out randomly by the enemy. Okay, now next, last feature for our Space Wars, we're going to have important health and time variables. So for this game, we're going to have player and enemy health as 20 points, and we're going to set a timer of 30 seconds. And for these variables, what's going to happen is game over will be activated when your health or your time is 0. So the code for this is this. So when green flag click forever, if player health is 0, then our rocket is going to say game over and the whole game will freeze. All right, but if the enemy health is 0, it will say you win because the player has won the enemy and the whole game will also be stopped. Okay. All right, we can also have game over if the time is 0. So if time is 0, our player will say time's up instead before the whole game stops. All right, so everyone, please make sure you have all these codes in so that your game can work properly. Okay? Now that's the end of group learning. Let's take a look at what we're supposed to do today first. Okay, so class, what you will need to do is after watching the demonstration video, go to Scratch, finish your Space Wars project. Okay, save your work, sign out of Scratch, and then go back to eCampus and do your self-checklist. And that will be the end of today's HBL. Okay, so everyone have fun, enjoy the process. See you next time. Bye.